Breaking news tonight, Southwest Florida Congressman Trey Radel has been charged with possession of cocaine.
4 in your corner's Gabrielle Saran is live outside of Representative Radel's Cape Coral office with more on this developing story. Gabrielle?
Patrick, Trey Radel staffers here would not comment on the arrest. They left about a half hour ago and set to call the D.C. office. Now, according to court documents we just obtained, Congressman Radel was arrested on a misdemeanor cocaine charge 3 weeks ago in Washington, D.C. He has since bonded out of jail. Just moments ago, he issued this statement. It reads in part, quote, "In facing this charge, I realize the disappointment my family, friends, and constituents must feel. Believe me, I am disappointed in myself, and I stand ready to face the consequences of my actions." Now, meanwhile, his opponents for office are already seizing the opportunity to comment. Take a listen.
It's a shame that we have a congressman that is being charged with this offense, and that is disappointing.
And Radel's arraignment is scheduled for 9 a.m. tomorrow morning in Washington, D.C. We are working to get you more information, and we'll bring you the very latest as we get it. Live in Cape Coral, Gabrielle Saran, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right, thank you, Gabrielle. Our 4 in your corner has team coverage tonight. Just moments ago, we got new details on the charges being brought against Representative Radel. 4 in your corner's Dave Culbreth just getting off the phone with the U.S. Attorney, and he joins us live now with what he found. Dave?
Yes, Emily, according to the U.S. Attorney in Washington, D.C., William Miller, he just told me that Trey Radel was, in fact, arrested, or rather charged, not arrested, but charged for an incident from October 29th with misdemeanor possession, and he did confirm that it was cocaine. The charge says possession of a controlled substance, but it was, in fact, cocaine. And he also said that this is a joint operation with the FBI and the DEA. So it was not local D.C. police or Capitol Police or anything like that. It was the feds. And he said that he will be arraigned tomorrow morning in front of a district court judge in Washington, D.C. at 9 o'clock. Again, Radel was charged and will be in court tomorrow morning, charged by the FBI and the DEA. Just off the phone with the U.S. Attorney, William Miller. Live in the newsroom, Dave Culbreth, Fox 4 in your corner.
Radel's name and face well known to Southwest Florida years before he was elected to represent the area in Washington. He first came known to the public as a television reporter and later as an anchor at Wink TV. After that, he became a very popular host of a conservative radio talk show on Fox Radio, the local radio station. Radel's success in media helping to vault his political career, winning over more experienced fellow Republicans in the GOP primary, that congressional primary last year, and then winning the seat outright over Democrat Jim Roach in the general election a year ago this month.
You heard the congressman mention his wife and child in his statement about the drug charges he's facing. Just within the past 6 months, Fox 4 spent time working on this story here, featuring Radel, his wife, Amy Wegman, and their son, Jude. The focus of the story was how the family was adjusting to life in Washington. Wegman is a former Fox 4 anchor who left the station after her husband was elected. She took a prominent role in his campaign, you may remember, appearing in a series of campaign commercials asking voters to send her husband to Washington. Representative Radel is very active on social media and has been since being arrested on October 29th. That day, he made several tweets about Obamacare and enrollment expectations. He said he was a guest on the Geraldo Rivera radio show. His final tweet that day talked about the fun he had had over the last few weeks touring the Capitol and reviewing a Sky Mall magazine. 2 days later, he was back in Southwest Florida trick-or-treating with his wife, Amy, and their son. He continues to be active on Twitter, tweeting nearly every day since his arrest. His latest tweet coming just 6 hours ago. He talked about supporting the Keystone Pipeline.
Radel's campaign for Congress was not without its problems. He came under fire for his purchase of domain names, some targeting his political opponents, others highly sexually explicit. His business bought the names of his opponents. Some at the time called it Washington sleaze, accused him of unethical behavior. He told 4 in your corner back then he started a business about a decade ago which bought and sold domain names, and he says 2 of his contracted employees purchased sites with names like Sex Guide Online, others too explicit to say on TV. Radel told us he had nothing to do with the domains. He never mentioned those employees by name, though, and he said after finding out about them, the employees were reprimanded. Radel later closed his website domain company. And we have more coverage of this developing story. Southwest Florida Congressman Trey Radel arrested on a drug charge. You can also let us know what you think about this story when you talk to us right now on fox4now.com.